learn about the practical working of an brushless DC motor. Let's try to see the construction of an brushless DC motor. So this is nothing but the brushless DC motor. This brushless DC motor consists of two parts. First part is called as, this is similar to that of an BLDC, is similar to that of an DC motor, which consists of two parts. The first one is called stator and second one is called rotor. So this is nothing but the stator of an BLDC motor. This is nothing but the rotor of an BLDC motor. Let's try to understand it each individually clearly. Coming to the first part, so first one is called as armature. So we have field winding as well as armature winding here. Stator consists of, let's try to see in terms of an diagram. So now try to discuss about the parts of an BLDC motor. So you have an stator and you have an rotor, where this is similar to that of an DC motor. Let's try to come to the concept. The stator of an DC motor consists of a winding, where this winding is called as armature winding. This is called armature winding. Armature is nothing but a set of conductors. Armature is simply nothing but a set of conductors. So this is that armature, and here we are going to have some set of conductors which are having some set of coils. Okay. So the next winding, what we are going to have is nothing but on the rotor, which is called as a field winding. Which is called as field winding. Generally, this field winding is nothing but electromagnetic in nature, which is the form of an electromagnet. But here, the rotor we are going to have in terms of a fixed field winding, where this is called a permanent magnet. Okay, let's try to see the construction of this stator and rotor. So here you are going to have this field winding, where this field winding is working as a rotor. Let's try to see the construction. We are going to assume that this is acting like an north pole. This is going to act like a south pole. This is going to act like a north pole. This is going to act like a south pole. This is going to act like a north pole. This is going to act like a south pole. This is going to act like a north pole. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you are going to have 7 poles. So these permanent magnets here are having here 7 alternative poles. So this will constitute the field winding. But in the generally DC motor, this winding is called field winding, but it is an electromagnet. But in a BLDC motor, the field winding is a permanent magnet. There is only the difference between a BLDC motor with reference to an DC motor. Okay, this will constitute the rotor part of an BLDC motor, which is a permanent magnet. Now we are going to have the stator part of an BLDC motor. So this will constitute the armature winding. As already we discussed, what is meant by an armature winding means this is also an electromagnet. You can see here, we are going to give the electricity here, and it is going to convert this electric field into magnetic field, where we are going to call it as electromagnet, where this is called as armature winding. So armature means is nothing but a set of conductors or a group of conductors. Group of conductors or group of coils will constitute armature winding. You can see here you have a number of coils, where this is called a group of conductors. Now let's try to see the working. Okay, so here this armature works on the principle of Hall effect sensor. We are going to give the AC supply, phase as well as the neutral. So, but the winding requires a DC supply. We are going to convert this AC supply into DC supply. So, how to convert AC to DC? So, in order to convert this AC to DC, you require a rectifier action. So, when you give this AC, your AC is converted to DC with the help of this circuit, and DC is given to this winding. So now the winding we are going to give DC supply, but we need to operate in two modes of operation that we will discuss later. Okay, so now we are converting this AC to DC, and we need to excite this electromagnets. So when to excite, or when to give which winding has to be excited first and which winding has to be excited. Now let's try to see with this diagram. Going to place the stator. So stator is an permanent magnet as well as the rotor is an electromagnet. We are going to insert the rotor inside the stator. Now we already marked it. We are going to have a north pole here. So this is nothing but the north pole and this is nothing but the south pole. As soon as you give the AC supply, this AC will be converted into DC with the help of rectification action, and this electromagnet will be energized. And this is north pole and this electromagnet also will act as a north pole, and north pole will repel each other. Therefore, your rotor will try to pull a direction like this. Here it is already south pole, here it is north pole. So north pole and south pole both are opposite. Automatically this will be attracted by the south pole. So here it is north, here it is north. Like poles will repel each other, and this is south, this is north. So these two are unlike poles. So this pole shoe is, or this coil is repelled, and this will be attracted by south pole in such a way that the BLDC motor will start its rotating. So why this has to be only an north pole, that is taken care by the Hall sensor. So the Hall sensor is present in behind this controller. So this controller will check the position of the pole, or will try to take care which pole has to be energized and which pole has to be disenergized. Okay. So when you take which pole has to be energized, we have a waveform of excitation. So for example, if you have three coils, first coil is energized. So when you excite the first coil, this set of coils are energized, which will act as an north pole. So this is north pole and this is also north pole. So these are two like poles. Automatically this will be repelled like this. Whatever is repelled, it will be attracted by the south pole. So automatically the rotation will start, and automatically what is developed is torque is developed. And automatically we have the relation power is equal to torque into 2 pi n divided by 60. So this is what how a power and torque are interrelated. Okay. So this is the working of an brushless DC motor. Let's try to see how this works in a different fashion. Here you can see here, this is north pole. I am taking about only one permanent magnet. Let's try to consider two permanent magnets in this case. So this is north pole and this is south pole. Here this will generate, these three coils will generate north pole, and these three coils will generate south pole. So initially north pole and permanent magnet is also north pole. This is south pole. This is also a permanent magnet is south pole. So here north pole will repel each other, south pole will repel each other. Automatically the direction is pushed like this. So here we have north pole is repelled, and the same north pole will be attracted by south pole. Here it is south pole and here it is this south pole is get repelled, and automatically the south pole is attracted by north pole. That's how we are going to develop a twisting force which is called as torque. Whenever this torque is multiplied with the angular velocity which is called as omega, which can be written as 2 into pi, and the rotor starts rotating with the speed of n rpm. So it's nothing but 2 pi n by 60. We are going to get the rating of the BLDC motor, which will be in the rate of 80 watts. The latest BLDC motors are running with 24 watts. So like that, depending upon the speed and depending upon the torque requirement, the rating of a BLDC motor is going to change. So this is about the working of an BLDC motor. The latest feature in this BLDC motor is, so this BLDC, this electronic circuit, we are going to have conversion of, this is AC. So we are given the AC supply here. AC is converted into DC with the help of this rectifier. And once again, this DC has to be converted into a suitable form of DC, where this is called DC to DC converter. So let's try to discuss about this DC to DC converters. Already we studied this DC to DC converters. We need to operate in three types. One is class A chopper, next one is class B chopper, next one is class C chopper, and class D and class C. So here let's try to discuss how to make use of this BLDC motor for electric vehicle applications. How to make use of this BLDC motor for electric vehicle application. Let's try to see about class A, class B and class C. Let's try to mark the parameters of these jobs.